Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2022 Mason High School Commencement Ceremony. My name is Natasha, and I have the honor of serving as Student Body President. First and foremost, I would like to welcome the class of 2022. We finally made it. On behalf of the senior class, I would also like to thank all of you for being here today to witness such an important moment in our lives. We would not be here without the tremendous support of all of you in the audience, family, friends, and loved ones. We cannot thank you enough for all you have done. We are also incredibly grateful for the amazing teachers, counselors, and staff members here at Mason who have helped us become the outstanding young men and women that we are today. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce some of our honored guests in attendance today. Please hold your applause until all names are called. Our administration includes Dr. Jonathan Cooper, Mr. Sean Bevan, Mr. Todd Petrie, Miss Amy Brennan, Miss Tanya McCall, Miss Christine McCormick, and Miss Tracy Carson. We also want to welcome the members of the Mason City Schools Board of Education, Miss Connie Yingling, Board President, Miss Desiree Batchy, Board Vice President, Mr. Charles Galvin, Mr. Ian Orr, and Mr. Kevin Wise. And finally, I would like to welcome the leaders of William Mason High School. Our principal, Mr. Bobby Dodd, our assistant principal, Dr. Robin Jordan, our assistant principals, Mr. Dan Distel, Miss Tina Drake, Mr. Brandy Rompies, and Miss Laura Spitzmuller, our athletic director, Mr. Scott Stemple, and our student activities director, Miss Lori Allen. At this time, would all Mason City Schools teachers, administrators, and staff please stand so that we may recognize you for your hard work in enriching our minds over the years. We also want to thank the following teachers who have volunteered for the tedious task of reading our names when we're presented with our diplomas. Mr. Thurman Allen, Miss Dee Dee Messer, Miss Amy Hansen, Mrs. Heather Verstreet, and Miss Patricia George. Here with me today, also representing the senior class, is Senior Class President Nikit Vengala, Senior Class Vice President Sydney Minnick, Senior Class Secretary Layla Sheikh, and Senior Class Treasurer Advika Summit. At this time, our school board president, Miss Connie Yingling, would like to say a few words. Please join me in welcoming her. Thank you for your insights. It is now my pleasure to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Cooper.
Well, welcome. It's such a good thing to be in the same place for this Mason milestone moment. I would like to take just a minute to recognize the amazing team of people behind the scenes that have been working around the clock this week to make sure this facility is ready. So please join me in thanking the logistics and operations teams led by Brandon Rompies and Todd Petrie. Students, we are so proud of you. You did it.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper, for your encouraging words. Throughout all of high school, and especially the 2021-2022 school year, the MHS senior class officers have enacted a commitment to the betterment of our school, its culture, and a drive to impact the entire Mason community. With that being said, will all the class officers, Nikit Thangala, Sydney Minnick, Layla Sheikh, and Advika Summit, please stand to be recognized. I would now like to invite my fellow senior class officers to give the class address. It is now my privilege to invite Mr. Vance Reed. Mr. Reed is a world history teacher at Mason High School and was chosen by the class of 2022 to present the educator's address. Thank you, Mr. Reed. I would now like to introduce Mr. Dodd, the building principal at Mason High School.
Thank you. The class of 2022 currently has 10 young people who have chosen to pursue a military career beyond the doors of Mason High School. We are very proud of each of these individuals as they go out to serve our country and defend the freedoms we enjoy. At this time, I ask that these 10 students, along with anyone in our audience who has served or is currently serving our country, stand to be recognized. Let's please give them a round of applause. We thank you. Now back to Natasha.
Thank you, Mr. Dodd. We will now present the diplomas to the class of 2022.
Tyrese Latrell Jarrells. Natasha Jaw. Abby Aaron Johnson.
It is now time to enjoy a special pre-recorded combined performance of the Mason Alma Mater Green and White, performed by the Senior Orchestra Ensemble under the direction of Mrs. Stephanie Jones and Mr. Brian Fry. All right, thank you. Sorry. Class of 2022, as we part ways and step into a new stage of life, remember all that we have learned and accomplished in these past 4 years. Even though we are pursuing different paths, we will be held together with our experiences at MHS. I will never forget all the sporting events, school dances, and even our senior bike ride from this past week. As one last Mason moment at MHS, I ask that all seniors put on their best smiles as I take a quick selfie in point 5, of course. So here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, let me see if I got everybody. Yes. I even got the rows in the back, so we're good. So take one last moment to look at those around you and celebrate being here together for the very last time. Good luck to everybody, and go Mason Comets. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling class of 22. Parents, friends, and family, please cheer on your students as our class turns our tassels and throws our claps. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
Okay, we could ask all our guests to remain seated while our graduates parade out. We would appreciate that. Thank you.